for breakfast is something a bit different that I have never seen or heard before until just recently. A girl I follow on YouTube, Paige Riley, she made this for breakfast and I was like, that is genius. So basically what it is like a pancake turkey bacon situation. So you have turkey bacon. I have 6 here. I don't really know how much these are going to make because I'm using 1/2 of this pancake and waffle mix. This is the protein pancake and waffle mix where you just add water. So I'm only using 1/2 cup of that. So I don't really know how much batter it is going to make for all the bacon, but I'm thinking it will coat 6 of these pieces. And then I'm going to be dipping it with sugar-free syrup. So this looks so good. I'm so excited to try it. I have not yet tried it. This is a new recipe, but I figured it was going to be so easy to make that I wanted to show you guys. And something kind of different and fun, which I haven't seen before. So I'm going to add the 1/2 cup of the pancake mix, and then I'm going to add 1/4 cup water. And I'm just going to mix that really good together, and I kind of want like a thick batter so that it coats the bacon really well. This pancake mix has oatmeal in it, so that's what you're seeing, those chunks. It has oatmeal in it, so that's pretty cool and it tastes really good. And I think it'll be fine. I don't think it really matters that it has a little bit of oatmeal in it. So I'm going to go ahead and coat the turkey bacon. I don't know why I'm laughing. I just feel like this looks so funny, and I'm hoping it turns out as good as hers looked. So I'm just going to coat it all up and try to make sure like it all gets covered. And then I'm just going to put it onto a plate. And we'll see how many 1/2 cup makes. Because honestly, I'm not too sure. Alright guys, I have the bacon. We have 3 on this plate and 3 on this plate. I'm going to go ahead and turn my pan on. And we're going to just cook the bacon right into the skillet. And I'm really hoping that this turns out okay. I don't really know. I feel like it's not super coated, but I don't know. We'll just see how it works out. Okay guys, so for the second batch I did add 1/4 cup extra because it was just too like see-through. So total we did 3/4 cups of the waffle mix, and this is working out so much better because I could just tell there was just too many gaps. So I just added a little bit more and it worked perfect. So these are turning out really, really good, and kind of more so what I was hoping for. So 3/4 cups instead of 1/2. Alright guys, so some turn out better than the other, but this is what overall they look like. I definitely need to practice a little bit more, but they turned out pretty good. So pancake bacon. It is kind of falling apart a little bit, but not too bad. Some turned out a little worse than others, but I am going to try it out. So I'm going to try this one out. This one's kind of not the prettiest, but I'm just going to dip it in sugar-free syrup. This is just 1 tablespoon. And this is how I will eat it for breakfast. Guys, this is a whole invention. Even though some of it's not perfect, this is so good. Like, I'm talking crazy good. You guys have to try this. So just do more batter, 3/4 cups. You really want to get it drenched and coated really well. Maybe if I didn't use the oatmeal mix, it would have been better because the oatmeal was so chunky. So next time I probably won't use that same pancake mix. I'll use one without the oats. But yeah, this is so good. So try that out. I'm just going to pack it up in aluminum foil and store it in the fridge because I think these are going to go really, really fast because Joey is going to love these. Alright guys, for lunch, this is going to be a super easy recipe, but it's going to be delicious. You will just need some carb counter wraps. These are 1 Smart Point, and I have mentioned this before that I like the carb counter better than the wellness wraps, mainly because the texture I feel like is more similar to like a white tortilla wrap, so that is why I like these better, and they're 1 Smart Point, and if you're counting your calories, 1 is 50 calories. You will need some reduced fat mozzarella, sugar-free barbecue sauce. I like the original. I'm not a fan of the hickory, but I do like the original. So I am going to be using that so that the points for this wrap stays very low. And then you'll need about 1.5 cups of chicken. I cut these up in chunks, seasoned with salt and pepper, cooked it in the pan, and then shredded it. And this is about 1 1/2 cup shredded. So that is all you need. Now we're going to just go ahead and prepare the wraps, and then I'll show you guys what to do next. So in this cup, I'm going to add 1 cup of the shredded mozzarella, because we want this to be really cheesy, because this is more like a quesadilla wrap. So we want it to be really cheesy because we're folding it over just 1 time and then going to cook it in the pan so that it gets nice and crispy on the outside. And then for the barbecue sauce, I have 1/3 cup. So I'm going to add the barbecue sauce in the 1/3 cup. And then take your chicken and add just a little bit of the barbecue into the chicken, and then save the rest for the top. We're going to drizzle some more barbecue sauce onto the top once it's all done. So just give that a good mix so all the chicken is coated well with the barbecue sauce. Okay, so I'm only going to be making 4 wraps for the week because I have salad for the rest of the week that I need to go ahead and use up the lettuce. So I'm only going to be doing 4 wraps. And what I'm going to do is the chicken first. I'm going to add some cheese. And then just a little bit of sauce. And then I'm just going to fold it over once, like a quesadilla. At least that's how I eat my quesadillas. So it's going to look like this. And then I'm just going to put it to the side, and we're going to pop it in the pan and let it cook. Right, I'm going to go ahead and spray my pan with olive oil spray. And we're going to just let this get a little bit hot, so I'm going to turn it up pretty high. And then once I add the quesadilla, I will turn it down to like medium high. But I'm just going to heat this up, and then we'll add the quesadillas. We're going to cook them on each side with the lid on, so it kind of like presses it, because this is a little bit smaller than the pan, so I'm going to have to press it down. And we're going to cook it for anywhere between 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, so in goes the first quesadilla. So just put it in the pan, place the lid on, push it down a little bit, and then just let it cook. Alright, now I'm going to spray the top since it's ready to flip, just so that this side gets real crispy. Oh, my lid. And now it's ready to flip. Ooh, yeah. That's how I like it. Alright, so I just added 2 more to the pan. I realized I could definitely just do 2 instead of cooking 1 at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and just place the lid back on and let those cook for another 3 minutes on each side, and then we'll be done and I will show you what they look like. Alright guys, they are done. Here is the 4 barbecue chicken quesadillas. I'm going to go ahead and cut them into half just so that it's easier to eat and that I can see the inside. So there it is, nice and cheesy with barbecue sauce. Looks perfect with all that cheese. Woo! Yum. So that will be one, and then we'll just cut the others. Alright, so they're all done. Now I'm going to go ahead and wrap them in aluminum foil. That's just the easiest way for me to store these.
It kissed your scalp and caressed your brain. I remember when your head got fade.
There we go. They're all done. I'm just going to go ahead and pack them up into the fridge. Alright guys, next I'm going to be making a potato soup. This is going to be so easy. You can just throw it all in the crock pot and it'll be done. Good to go. So you'll need hash browns, the O'Brien kind. This is the Great Value Southern Style O'Brien hash browns with onions and peppers. You will need instant mashed potatoes, country gravy mix, the like white country gravy, and then chicken bouillon cubes and water. That is it. Salt and pepper to taste if you want. And then we're just going to pour it all in the crock pot. So I'm just going to add the O'Brien straight into the crock pot. We're going to add 2/3 cups of the instant potatoes. So 1, 2. We're going to add 1 packet of the country white gravy mix. And we're going to add 7 of these chicken bouillon cubes. And then next we're going to add 9 cups of water into the crock pot. And last one, 9. So now just give it all a mix. Your potato O'Brien should start kind of breaking apart now that it's sitting in this warm water. So just give it all a good mix. I have some salt and pepper. I'm just going to put that into the crock pot. Give that a good mix. And then we're just going to place this on high and let it cook for 4 to 5 hours. Alright guys, the soup is done. You want to just go ahead and get the spoon and mix everything together. Make sure you get the bottom. Make sure there's no like really big chunks of potato. But yeah, other than that, it is done. It is thick and it looks so good. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to top it with. You could eat it plain, of course, but toppings, you know, are really going to make the soup a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that out and show you guys what I'm going to prepare for dinner when I eat this throughout the week. Alright guys, here's some of the soup. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of light sour cream, some fat-free cheddar cheese, 1 tablespoon of bacon bits, and green onions. Alright, so here is the creamy potato soup with the toppings. This is how I will have it for dinner. It looks so good. I cannot wait to dig in, and I hope you guys try this recipe. I feel like this is perfect for that like potato creamy fix, and really good for the colder weather. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and let this soup cool off, and then I'm going to pack it up in containers and store it in the fridge for dinner for the week.